and welcome to my channel. My name is Ola, but you can call me Mori or I don't know. Actually, I think like Mori is the most usual nickname I used to use in social media. Like these days I usually go with my real name, but Mori is what you can call me. Let's say. This is not my first attempt to record a collection video. I actually used to publish some videos about a year ago, but I hid all of them because at that point in time I had zero editing skills. I still don't have any editing skills, just to be clear, but I didn't really care that much about the aesthetics of these videos, and I low-key miss that. Like, on one hand, I really want to record. On the other, I had so many attempts that I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I guess it's never too late to try. So yeah, let's say this is my final attempt. I won't publish videos too often because I don't buy photo cards that often. So my featuring videos would usually be quite short if I were to publish them more often. So I will just upload something from time to time. For now, I thought it's a good idea to start with a collection look through. Flip through. I think flip through is more correct. I hope the light is good. I was hoping to record this in a natural light, but it's got dark outside. Like, I think it's going to be stormy soon. So that's why it's so dark outside, even though it's still daytime. So yeah, let's start with the first binder, which is a binder for my bigger inclusions. For a record, I have two major collections. One of them is Dummy from Dreamcatcher. The other is Vivi from loossemble/LOONA. But I also have a couple more collections. I collect Bona from WJSN, Mion from i-dle, or yes, it's i-dle now, and a couple more. You're going to see all of that within the next few minutes. I used to have more collections, but some of them I dropped after like a few weeks because they were my hyperfixation, which I was struggling with. And the other collection I had was Yuki from Purple Kiss, but I dropped it recently. So there's nothing really to show anymore. If you happened to be here when I still had my old videos on, you would probably remember my Yuki collection. I had it basically complete, but I dropped it either way. I sometimes regret it, but on the other hand, it didn't really bring me happiness for a long time. So yeah, let's just move on to the actual collection. So like I said, this binder is for my big inclusions. And here I've got mostly Dummy from Dreamcatcher, but I've also got a couple more collections. Let me just quickly see if, yeah, everything should be visible. I'm going to remove the keychains from here because I don't know where else to put them, but it's impossible to flip through the binder with them on, so I'm just going to show you them. Oh dear, sorry, it's just my tripod. Like, I don't know how to sit. Like, I'm recording this on the sofa, but I decided to sit on the floor, so yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try to edit it out. Okay, so here we've got the keychains from Dreamcatcher's reprints. In case you're not an insomnia, Dreamcatcher reprinted. I mean, their company reprinted their first two single albums in October, and you may not know this, but Dreamcatcher's old stuff is very difficult to obtain. Most people are reselling the oldest albums for very high prices, but the first two single albums were reprinted recently, and they were giving these little keychains with pieces of fabric from old outfits Dreamcatcher used to wear during promotions. I'm still quite conflicted about this sort of pre-order benefit, especially since one of these arrived damaged. I think that, yeah, this one is damaged. I'm not sure if you can see it. but it has a slight crack in here, which caused a small piece of fabric escape the keychain. I'm kind of sad about it, but on the other hand, I don't know. I'm devastated. They just cut their old outfits. They didn't even keep them for like memory's sake or something. But it is what it is. I cannot really determine what eras these are from. I was expecting either Fly High or Summer Holiday, since these were the eras when the girls were wearing bright outfits, but I have no idea what eras they are from. I wish I at least got keychains with more recognizable outfits. The other keychain I have in here is from Nana the manga. I collect this manga in my language since about 2 years ago. It was released in my language, my native language, which is Polish, by the way. And ever since that, I always try to buy pre-orders, and I always give some sort of pre-order benefits. And one of them one day was a keychain. I'm actually keeping most of the pre-order benefits in here, so you're going to see them regardless. But let's start with Dreamcatcher. So, like I mentioned, the majority of big inclusions here are dummy. I'm actually sort of finished with dummy. I mean, I'm only missing stuff from Villains era and Follow Us era. And overall, I've got everything from the Tree of Language onward. If I don't have something, I'll mention that in a moment. The only group inclusion I have in here is this, well, one of the few group inclusions I have in here is this little postcard from the End of Nightmare. Like I said, Dreamcatcher's old stuff is mostly out of print, and I got this album from our seller, and this person was kind enough to gift me this postcard alongside the album, so I'm just keeping it in here. It would be a shame to keep it in the album. But next we've got the Dystopia era inclusions, so we've got the standees. And I apologize if things are going to fly around it. I'm not really sure how to store bigger stuff. Here we've got the little mini posters. I think this is what they're called. And here we're moving on to Summer Holiday, where I've got the film card and the sticker. And the sticker is actually my pool. Next we move on to some photo books merchandise stuff after the Summer Holiday era. So we've got Mysterious Mansion, and some stuff from the first season's greetings, including this lenticular postcard. I remember it was 1 out of 7, and like it was a random postcard, 1 out of 7, and I got this one like about a year ago or so, and I still can't believe I have it, honestly. Like, I've been wishing to have this inclusion for the longest time, and I actually got it. And next we've got Apocalypse Save Us, big inclusions. Unfortunately, I'm unable to store them properly. Like, they are just they are too small to fit perfectly into this page, but they're also too big to fit into the 2-pocket page. So they are just here. Like, we've got the paper CD and the standee in here, and I can't even show you the standee. I mean, I can take it out to show it to you. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but this is how the standee looks like. It's gorgeous, but I cannot display it, unfortunately. Next, we've got Love Stealer / Love Cutter merchandise, which is a photo book they released after Save Us era. And here I've actually got all of the things, all of the things you would get in that set. I've got like 3 of these. I've got like 3 of these postcards. One of them I bought from my friend who was having the photo book, and the other 2 I got as freebies. They are just somewhere. They are hidden somewhere. I used to have one of them as a cover of this binder, but it fell off. I even have the tattoo stick, the tattoo sheet. Here we've got a little freebie cut out of the Follow Us era, and this is the only dummy thing I have from this era, because I haven't got any big inclusion of dummy from Follow Us, and so I'm just keeping this little freebie in here. And this is a freebie I got from one of the comms I attend to. I think she said it's from Dreamcatcher's concert from, I think, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Like, I think it was in Germany in 2022. You do the math. Here we've got season's greetings, the second season's greetings. So I've got the big postcard and the dreams message. This is also one of the random inclusions. Like you would also get 1 out of 7. I bought it on Instagram, and this is how it looks like. I haven't scratched it. Sometimes I'm thinking about scratching it, but I don't want it to lose the value. Like, I'm not planning to sell dummy. Like, I genuinely think that if I were to sell my whole K-pop collection, I would keep dummy because Dreamcatcher are just too dear to me. So I would keep dummy. I would literally sell anything else but keep dummy. And here I've got a freebie made by one of my best friends in the K-pop community. She sent me photo cards in this card, so I kept it in here. Here we've got some extra stickers from summer holiday, and the beginning of the end stickers. Like, I have no idea why I kept it in here, just for memory's sake. I don't know. Here we've got Apocalypse Romance Era, the Ita book postcard, and I think all of the inclusions that we had in this era, plus 2 Sally stickers and the film cards of Jiu and Sua from Follow Us. I could have traded it for dummy, but for some reason I didn't. Maybe I was just lazy, I don't know, I don't remember. It's been 3 years almost. Here we've got 2 more postcards. This one is from the Dream Quest photo book, and this one is from the 3rd season's greetings. And here we move on into the villains era. Technically, this is also villains era. Here we've got the postcards, the group postcards from normal editions. I haven't got a normal edition album, that's a fun fact. I got these as freebies. But I do collect limited editions in most cases. Here we've got the POB sticker sheet with Dami and Gio. Here I've got the Poca album, I'm sorry. We've got the Poca album stickers. Like, as you can see, Villains is also the era where I don't really have Dami inclusions. I don't have her sort of magazine cover, I don't have her mini poster, and I don't have her criminal ticket or villain ticket. Like, I have no idea what this was, but I haven't got these. Now we are moving on to Dreamcatcher's Like Inside 7 Door Store. I attended their concert in Europe, and I also attended the meet and greet. I sold my i-dle album collection to afford the meet and greet, and I also did the group order for the cards. I've actually also had these 4 cards in a group order, but then I missed having them, so I bought them back from one of my friends because she was selling them. And here we've got the so-called signed poster, which is, of course, it's got printed signatures. Okay. Now we are moving on to Virtus era, where again I've got these postcards and the stickers. I pulled both of them, by the way. And now we've got the Angels merchandise, the Angel photo book merchandises. So we've got the postcard and the tarot card. And the last piece of merch I have for Dami is her 3rd fan kit postcard. This Polaroid is a freebie I got some time ago. And here I've got the Magnet from the last season's greetings. And this little thing I'm covering here is it's a sticker from my phone call, because I won my first ever Dreamcatcher phone call during the Virtus era, and I kept this sticker for memory's sake. I'm not showing it because it's got the surname of my gom, and I want to keep it like private, not to show their identity, but yeah, I'm keeping it for memory's sake. I had no idea how to store this Magnet. Like, I wanted to put it on the fridge, but I felt weird about it. So I'm just keeping it in here, but it's kind of thick. So I don't know, maybe you will have some ideas. Now we move on to other groups merch, and things here are pretty random. It's mostly groups I also collect or will stand. So here we've got 2 postcards of Mion from i-dle from their 2023 season's greetings. I got them in a set with a photo card, in case you wonder. I sold my Mion inclusions along with the albums, like I said, but I've got the Ice Way poster because I got it from my friend. And here I have mostly random stuff from LOONA, loossemble, Artemis, and Would You Sonia. So I'm sorry if it looks like a mess. And here I've got the aforementioned Nana stuff. So these are mostly postcards, bookmarks, and some stickers. There's also one calendar card from last year. I had no idea how to start, so it's just in here. And I've also got a postcard from Attack on Titan in the cinemas. I watched the finale last month with my best friend, and so I got this as a gift in the cinema. I've also got these little advertisement leaflets I received in some of the mangas. I'm not sure if they have any collective value, but I'm just keeping them here. And last but not least, I've got two deco top loaders. Both of them are from my friends, and I'm keeping my extra dummies in here. I've got both of these photo cards in my actual dummy binder, but these are the ones I'm keeping here. So in case we happen to have a meetup, I'm not sure when, but in case we have a meetup, I'm going to pull one of these. This one had a different A, by the way, but the original A letter fell out. So I glued this one temporarily. I don't like how this one looks. It doesn't match the vibes. So whenever I have a chance, I'm going to change it. Oh, and I have to put this back in here. So that would be it for my big inclusion binder. Don't expect to see it too often because I hardly ever have big inclusions to put away. So let's move on to the actual cards. Next, we've got my A4 binder. It used to store more cards, and I actually used to have a different A4 binder, but I changed it to a slightly less thick one. Thick? What's the opposite of thick? Thin. So I changed my thick A4 binder to a thinner one. Let me just see if you can see the stuff well. Yes, you can see things more or less well. So in this binder, I keep my loossemble collection. I know chronologically wise I should have started with my LOONA cards, but it was more comfortable for me to take out this binder first. So let's start with my loossemble collection. I hope you can see it. Yeah, I think it looks good. So as for loossemble, I collect my OT3, which is Hyunjin, Vivi, and Gohan. Vivi is my main bias in LOONA, and I collect Vivi for LOONA eras as well. So you can expect to see basically all of the Vivi cards in here. The only one I haven't got is the Ever Music version of TTYL. I've been hunting for it, but to no success, unfortunately. But I'm not doing too well. I'm not doing too well. I'm not doing too bad. Okay, so when it comes to loossemble, I'm actually almost done with the debut era. This was my most recent edition. Fun fact is I studied English studies, and I still make silly mistakes in English. I'm not even sure if my pronunciation is correct. Okay, but going back to the topic, like I said, I'm almost done with the debut era. I'm only missing, I think, one PC, and this PC is going to be Hyunjin from Ever Music version. I'm pretty much sure I have Gohan from Ever Music on the way, but I'm not sure what's going on with this card because it's been ages since this group order was updated, so I don't even have a on the way filler on it. I forgot. But yeah, here is the debut. So we've got the Dream version, Wish version, and Space version, plus the Ever Music version. Here we've got all of the selfies. I tried to arrange them in the order we've got album versions in here. So we've got the Dream session, Wish session, and Space session. So these are the only two cards I'm missing to complete this era. And here I've got lined up QRs. I actually hate these QRs because they are PVC made. They're made of PVC material, so they are quite thick, and some of them, especially this one, tend to try and escape the binder, which annoys me. to an extent. Here we start one of a kind era. Trust me, it used to be worse a few months ago. I'm slowly progressing with this era. I'm only missing a couple of cards at this point. So here we've got the day version, night version, dawn version, and ever music version, which is the first one I've completed. I've just recently received the last photo cards I've been missing for this version. Hot pink sleeve means the card is on the way, so soon I should be able to finish this page as well. I should also be done with Hyunjin? No. I won't be done with Hyunjin, but I'll have a couple more pieces of hers. And the last, oh, sorry, not the last. Here we've got a page for the unit pieces of my OT3. So the only version I've got finished is the night version, and I've got one PC of the day version as well. One is on the way. And here I've got lineup freebies from the same GOM I attended to for Loossemble albums. In case you're at this GOM, please send me the Hyunjin freebie so I can have a matching set. Okay, just kidding. Like, I think I'm going to remove these soon because it's kind of pointless if I don't have Hyunjin. I don't know. Last but not least, we've got Talk to You Later, where I think I'm on a similar level as One of a Kind. I think maybe slightly worse. I'm almost done with the Riz version. Yeah, I think it's Riz version. I'm almost done with it. I'm only missing one go on. Love version is crying. Same goes for Fantasy version, which is funny given the fact that Fantasy version is the album I've actually possessed. It's a bit better with the Ever Music version, but as you can see, as I mentioned, I haven't got Vivi and I haven't got one go on. I'm actually finished with Hyunjin on this one. And next we move on to my WJSN collection. For WJSN, I collect Bona. She's my main bias in the group. I used to collect Bona and Unsa, but I wouldn't collect them fully. I would only collect them from Would You Please onward. Then I decided to fully commit to Bona and collect her older eras as well. So here we are. I'm only missing one card from The Secret. And on this page, I'm kind of going in the snake way with chronology. So we've got Debut, The Secret, I Wish, Happy Moment, and Dream Your Dream. And moving on with Would You Please, we've got 3 cards per era. So here we've got Would You Please, Would You Stay, and For the Summer. Looking for this card was a nightmare. And here we've got As You Wish, which is the last era with only 3 cards. And it's also my favorite era when it comes to bonus looks. And I pulled this card and I was so happy when it happened. Next we move on to Neverland, Unnatural, and My Attitude. And last but not least, we've got Sequence, which has got its own page because I've got it. It would have gotten its own page regardless because we've got 5 photo cards in this era. Like all of these are the album cards, and here I've got 2 pubs, so it's a 7 pocket spread, let's say. And yeah, that would be it for this binder. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure if WJSN are ever going to have a comeback. As far as I know, Bona is having a blast as an actress. She's doing well as an actress, so I don't think they will have a comeback soon. But that would be welcome, of course. I always tune in for new WJSN music. I love their music so much, and I wish they released something more. Same goes for Loossemble. As far as I know, there are rumors that they are going to make a comeback, but nothing is confirmed, but there are some rumors, especially from the members. So I would love them to have a comeback. I can't wait for new Loossemble music since they are sort of my favorite unit of LOONA, so to speak. Like when I mean, of course, post-LOONA eras. I love all of them actually. I love all of the post-LOONA music from both Chu, Eves, Loossemble, and Artemis. But Loossemble are definitely my favorite when it comes to music, and I can't wait for them to come back. That being said, let's move on to the next binder. So the next binder we've got is a white A5 binder, which is mostly belongs to Vivi, but I've also got some of my misc collections in here, which you're going to see in a moment. And I'm European, so getting these binders was very expensive, but I've actually possessed three of them. Two I bought with my own money from the store. The third one I got from Vinted, so yeah, I'm very happy to have them. I love these binders so much, but the customs and the shipping are atrocious. Okay, so when it comes to Vivi, I actually collect all of her photo cards from LOONA eras, album-wise, except for the limited editions. I'm not collecting limited cards because they are too expensive. I've already paid a lot of money for the butterfly PCs. I still think I found a rather good deal. I found a rather good deal. But yeah, when it comes to LOONA, I'm not collecting the limited cards. And I also don't care if I have a first press card or not. I think I have only three first press cards. Two of them are from Butterfly era, of course, because it's the only album which didn't have any reprint, and the other is from Plus Plus. I will show you which ones. So here we've got the pre-debut eras. We've got Vivi Solo, subunit stuff, both Love and Live and Love and Evil. And here we've got the Hustle unit PCs. And as you can see, I'm keeping Vivi in pink sleeves from Dragon Shield. I bought them specifically for Vivi. Here we've got the actual LOONA era, so we've got Plus Plus, Multiply, and Hash, and these three are first press. Next we've got Midnight, which was the first Vivi era I've actually completed. When I started collecting Vivi, I initially gave up because there were just so many cards of LOONAs and I felt overwhelmed, but in the end I returned to Vivi having decided that I only collect my favorite era, which happens to be Midnight, and once I finished Midnight I started collecting everything else. Here we've got End era, where I'm missing only 5 PCs, sorry. I'm missing 3 for Flip That. Here we've got a little misc page with my favorite Flip That set. I've got the Everline Pop and Mixer Pop, and I've also got the AR photo card. These two pockets are here just for aesthetics, and this card is a freebie I got in one of the Poka Market orders. The last page of LOONA eras is for the Japanese stuff. So I've got Luminous and Hula Hoop, and 2 PCs, both are from member editions of their respective albums. 2 PCs are on the way to me, so I expect them in the next drawing. And now we move on to my loossemble pops. I'm trying to keep 1 page per era maybe. I downsized recently on pops a bit, but I have to admit there are 2 pages for the one-of-a-kind era because I had a bunch of pops from that era. That's one thing. The other is I've also got some scandalous stuff, so you're going to see them in a moment. But here we've got the debut era, and this pop is the pop that gave me a phone call with loossemble. That's a fun fact. And I had to wake up at 4 a.m. No, I had to wake up at 3 a.m. for this pop because for this phone call, because the call was planned for 4 a.m. I think it was like noon in South Korea. Here we've got units from one of a kind, but these are the ones with Vivi and Hiju and Yojin. I've only got 2 with Hiju. The rest I've just made fillers for, but they are not my priority, to be honest. And here we've got the last pop from the debut, plus pops from one of a kind. Moving into the loossemble light stick. I've got the light stick PC, the one you would get in a set, and the POB with a croissant. And here we've got pops from Talk to You Later. Here I've got some extra Hyunwon PCs, so I've got I've got some LOONA era PCs I really liked, plus the pop from Makestar. This was one of the unit pops. I initially claimed it in a go, thinking it's a unit for my OT3 unit set, but it's a pop. It would be cool to actually find a Vivian Go-on equivalent, so I could like put all of them together. Like I've got this one and this one, and if I had Vivian Go-on, I could have like lined them up together. Moving on, here you've got my love page for Hyunjin and Go-on from Flip That era, where I've got 2 selected album PCs, K-Town For You Pops and Makestar Pops. Next is my Pixy collection. For Pixy, I collect Ella, and as you can see, I'm pretty much finished because Pixy are not going to have a comeback, I think. Plus, Ella haven't been with the group for the past 2 releases. She left the group, I think she was on hiatus, if I remember correctly, after the Temptation era, and she's been absent for the Villains era, and then she left the group shortly after this comeback wrapped up. So yeah. Now we've got my little Red Velvet collection, and as for Red Velvet, I don't collect anyone as for now. I had an attempt at collecting Irene, but the attempt happened a few months ago when I didn't have a single Red Velvet album, and you may know it or not, but Red Velvet is a rather tough market, at least in Poland, because all of the PCs, most of the PCs are pretty much expensive, especially for Irene and the more popular members, and it's just quite difficult to find PCs, and I had nothing to trade for, so I gave up on it. But now I started buying Red Velvet albums because I miss the feeling of unboxing albums and pulling a random PC. So here you've got all of my pulls. Pink sleeves means these are just albums which I've skipped. And I recently realized I missed one era because technically it's Ice Cream Cake, the red, the velvet, and I think I should have, no, then it's Russian roulette, and I think I should have put Rookie era in here and Red Summer, but instead I've got Free Space and Perfect Velvet, and I am about to order the Rookie album soon, so I think I should be able to put a PC in here, but I can't find Red Summer anywhere. I mean, I've only found it in one shop, but it's ordered specifically from Korea. I do not see it anywhere on hand, so for now I'm just keeping this Wendy in here from Perfect Velvet, but once I find the Red Summer, I'll have to add up one more page to put this Wendy on the next page to indicate my next pulls. So as you can see, in Ice Cream Cake I pulled Joy, in Russian Roulette I pulled Irene, and I pulled it a day before my birthday, so I was very happy. And for Perfect Velvet I pulled Wendy. And I have to say, I love the signature so much. Next, we've got my OT6 Dreamcatcher sets. Obviously, Dami's in her own binders, so don't worry, she's fine, she's loved. But I do keep some of my favorite sets with the other members. This one is a summer holiday set, and it's the purple dress set, which is my favorite for the book session, alongside the flowery dresses. Like, these two are my favorites for the book sessions, for the shoots. For this set, cards are from different versions actually. Like, these two are K-Town For You Pops. This Handong is from a limited edition, and as far as I know, Yuhyun is also from the limited edition, and Shion and Gahyun are photo cards from normal versions of the album. So the backs are going to be pretty much different in here, as you can see. So it's going to torture me a bit, but I really wanted this set, so I'm just keeping it this way. Here I've got a plan from the Follow Us set, because Follow Us era is the first era when Dreamcatcher actually have cohesive photo card sets, like between Lose Myself and Apocalypse Save Us selfies would be from random sessions. Like some of them would match each other in a set, but some would be from different sessions or from different events, and it was difficult to make a cohesive spread. Follow Us sort of ended that incohesiveness. So that's why I decided to collect the blue version set. Yeah, saying for the back, it's a blue version. I'm kind of scared of looking for the frog Yuhyun, and it's a shame because I actually pulled 2 frog Yuhyuns in the past, and I sold or traded both of them. And now this is the only PC from this version I've never seen on sale. So I'm kind of scared I just shoot myself in the foot. But yeah, I've got Ryu, and I've got 3 cards on the way, so hopefully they'll reach me soon. I'm only missing Yuhyun and Gahyun. Here I've got the Villains Era set, the hard set from the normal edition, which is finished, though I am considering selling this and replacing it with a different set, because I've got 2 cards from the limited session, from the limited version on the way, and I'm thinking about replacing this set with the other one, so I have 1 set per era, let's say. I don't know. And here we've got the weapon set from Virtus era. Now I've got some random Dreamcatcher PCs. Most of them are Shion, because Shion is my second bias. She's the member I managed to talk to during the few seconds we had during the meet and greet group photo, because unfortunately Europe didn't have one-to-one photo shoots, and I would have loved to get one actually, but we got only group photo shoots, and there was like very little time to talk to anyone, so I read somewhere the advice to try and talk to a member who's behind me, and Shion happened to be behind me, and I talked to her and I was just charmed by her, let's say. And yeah, so she's sort of my mini collection now. I've got a mini collection of Shion. And here I've got some other PCs, 3 other PCs to be exact. This one was given to me as a freebie, and these 2 were my pulls from the Virtus era, and I'm thinking about collecting these sets as well, but like I said, I'm still thinking about it. And 1 more Shion. And the last collection I've gotten here is Mion from i-dle. Like, I think you've recently seen the rebrand i-dle had. I have rather mixed feelings about it. I don't want to overshare in the first video, so I won't say anything, but just so you know, I have mixed feelings about this rebrand concept. Maybe one day I'll share them, I don't know. But either way, for Mion, I collect most of her PCs, although starting from i-feel era, I do not collect jewel case cards and I don't collect jewel case cards, Poca album cards, and any sort of extra version they have on the way, because that's just too much for me. I've honestly been having conflicting thoughts about this collection recently, because I'm not happy with not having everything, but at the same time I do not want to commit to everything. So yeah, you're going to see how it looks like. Either way, the first page we have here is the I Trust era, I Burn era, I Never Die, I Love, I Feel, which moves into Heat, 2 era, which is the only era where I've actually got a line of Poca album PCs. Sorry, this is the line of Poca. Wait. This is the line of Poca album PCs. It's making the huge V because I want the backs to look cohesive, more or less. So this is the only era where I've actually picked up some Poca album cards to make a pretty spread. And here we've got Iceway era. As far as I know, the next era, the new comeback, is going to have 3 photo cards in the main versions per member. Like, there are 3 versions, there are 3 main versions, and each of them has 1 photo card per member, so I think I'm going to stick to that. Like I said, I'm not collecting any other extra versions, so I'm not even setting up for it yet. Here I've got some other Mion PCs, which I cannot really put into pretty spreads. So here we've got the debut era, Dumdy Dumdy with one pop. I think it's a mixer, if I remember correctly, either mixer or K-Town for you. Here I've got the lenticular pop from Mion's debut. Some other pops, like this one is from Mixer I Love, and this one is from K-Town for You I Burn. This is the jewel case version card from I Love, Neverbonk PC, Caesar's Greetings card, and the group card from Heat. And that's about it. Like I said, I have conflicted emotions because I don't want to commit to the other versions of i-dle albums, but at the same time I feel incomplete having an incomplete collection. Like, it's just so weird and strange, and I don't know how to phrase it. So let's just move on to my last two binders, which are going to be Dummy from Dreamcatcher. I can't close it. So here is the first binder out of two. This is the other Meow Cafe binder I purchased myself. And I've got the Mysterious Mansion sticker put in here. I think it looks aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, when it comes to Dummy, like I said, I have a split between two binders. This binder is, it contains era from the debut up until the end of 2022, which is the first 5 years of Dreamcatcher's career. The other binder has got everything from 2023 up until March 10th, which is a very sad day in Insomnia's realm. If you're Insomnia, you most likely know what I mean. So yeah, when it comes to Dummy, I have this small aesthetic division of starting each new era with the frame sleeves, the purple frame sleeves. I was considering getting the pink ones for the pink binder, but it was a bit pricey, so I didn't get it in the end. And I think I see a pigeon on my balcony. Okay, I have a little pigeon friend on my balcony. Maybe I'll show it to you if it stays up until the end of the video, I don't know. Either way, as for Dummy, like I said, each era starts with frame sleeves for aesthetics. Starting from Nightmare era, I don't divide comebacks with the sleeves because there are just too few photo cards in the first few years of Dreamcatcher's career. But starting from the Tree of Language, I actually have the first page with framed PCs. Like, you're going to see it as I flip through the binder. So here we've got the first here we've got the debut with Chase Me, Nightmare Era, Fall Asleep in the Mirror, and Prequel. These two are replicas because I'm not paying that much. Like, I've got some expensive photo cards in here which I got out of my own will. That's because I really wanted them. And as for Prequel, I'm hoping for reprints, so I'm just happy with the replicas, but in case there's never ever a sign of Prequel reprints, I may as well try to hunt for the actual real photo cards. I'm going to see how it works like, and it also depends on my job because I'm not sure about my working / job future at this point in life. So yeah, I'm going to see. If there is no reprint on the way, I think I'm just going to suck up my pride and look for the real ones. But either way, for now I'm fine with replicas, and these two are actually from reprints, which I mentioned before. Here we've got Escape the Era, which is almost finished. I'm only missing the black outfit concept PC. And the pigeon ran away, so I won't show you a pigeon. Next we've got Alone in the City, and The End of Nightmare, and Rate of Dream, where I've got an MMT pop. This is the first pop. I mean, not the first pop I've ever got, but this is the first pop you will see in this binder. Here I've got a little miscellaneous page of whatever Dreamcatcher, whatever merchandise or concert stuff Dreamcatcher had during this first few years of their career. Expect this page to change a bit because I may get some other cards on it. Like, for now I just have some placeholders for cards which I haven't got on the way, but I would love to have in my collection one day. But this page, these 2 pages, yeah, it's 2 pages. These 2 pages are subject to change depending on what cards I end up claiming in group orders or what cards I end up getting. For now, I've got 1 card on the way, and it's the Japanese Piri version card. And as for the rest, we'll just see what I claim. Like, if I happen to claim any other PC from the first 3 years of Dreamcatcher's careers, I may just completely change these spreads and get rid of these fillers. So the cards I currently have from the extras are the Fly High World Tour PC. I'm not sure if it was a VIP or not, but I've got this PC, I've got Center of the Time photo book, Raid of Dream transparent card, and Invitation to the Nightmare City PC. And here I've got a little freebie, which my bestie, one of my collector besties, got me. I think it was given during the Invitation tour in Poland, an invitation concert in Poland as a freebie for Polish concert joiners. But I may be wrong. I don't know. Now we move on to the Dystopia era. Here, as you can see, I have the frame sleeves on each first page of each new era. So here I've got the Selkas of the album, the Makestar POV? No, it's MMT, I think. I don't remember. I've also got the Fansign Winner PC here. This is one of the 2 Fansign Winner PCs I've got. Starting from this era, I'm trying to make aesthetically looking pages, so I tend to combine Selkas with concept cards. And some of these Selkas are not necessarily album cards. You will see that in the Boca era, I think. But here we've got all the Selkas, and here we've got all the concept cards from each respective version. So we have Evil. Here I've got any stuff after this era. So we've got the Endless Night PCs, the Binder, the official Binder PC, and the first online concert PC. Moving on into Boca era, here we've got one of the limited cards and all the pops we could get in it. So we've got K-Town for You, MMT, and With Fans. And here, as you can see, I'm combining concept with Selkas. This one is another Fansign Winner. I think it's from ES24. And it's the first very expensive dummy card I got because I really love this concept. It was my first photo book. It was my favorite photo book session from Boca era. And I was incredibly sad it doesn't have a selfie equivalent in the album. So I was lucky enough to get this card. So this is one of my pricier dummy inclusions I have. Here we've got the 7 Spirits concert and the 4th anniversary Polaroids. Moving into Road to Utopia era. Starting from this era, I'm not naming most. I won't name most of stores because I genuinely don't remember these stores. But I am keeping up with my tradition of mixing pops and album cards. So here we have the limited photo cards and one of the Polaroid desk lucky draws. This page I consider the music video page because these are the outfits Nami is wearing in a music video. This page is mostly consisting of pops. And the only pops I can name are this one and this one. This one is from K-Town for You. I think this one may be from Makestar or Soundwave, I don't remember. But this one is definitely MMT. And one pop I have on my template, on my wishlist template, is the Soundwave Lucky Draw, which is another Polaroid desk lucky draw in this outfit. I wanted to have a magic spread. Here we've got Crossroads concert merchandise. and the Dreamcatcher rope, the official rope photo card. This is the second pricey dummy card I have, and I think this is also the most expensive photo card I have in my collection. I won't say how much I spent on it, but I have no regrets. It's a gorgeous photo card, and I'm happy, extremely happy to have it in my collection. It's also hollow, but I won't take it out. I won't take it out. I let it just stay in here safe and sound. I think this card is so difficult to find because it was given as a pub for the official rope for people who had the first edition fan kit, who belonged to the first edition of the fan club. And I think at that point in time, very little people belonged to the official fan club. I don't remember, I may be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Now we move on to the summer holiday era. And now, while I've been listening to Dreamcatcher ever since they debuted it, summer holiday is the era when I fully started ulting them. So that's why I have every single photo card from the summer holiday era in here. So here we've got the Make Star POP, album photo cards, and another Polaroid-esque lucky draw. I don't remember the store. I think it might have been Soundwave. I think Soundwave like this, but I may be wrong. Here we've got another mixture of pops and album cards. I'm pretty much sure this is MMT. And this is K-Town. And the rest, I think, are just from many different stores. And this one is a with fans card. And it sort of closes the summer holiday chapter. Here we've got the Midnight Circus concert stuff. One day I will find the Ratatouille dummy. One day. And maybe I should like draw a funny little photo card like some other YouTubers do for their ISOs, for their longest ISOs. Maybe this will bring me more luck. I don't know. Here we've got Mysterious Mansion stuff combined with Dreamcatcher Mind. Putting this in here was a one-way ticket because these are slim pages and I don't even have this sleeved because otherwise you would not fit in. Like the playing cards are just very, very wide. And here I've got placeholder for the Dreamcatcher Mind ID. It's not my priority, but it would be nice to have it, obviously. Here I've got a Neogen PC, Neogen collaboration PC, which I got for free for my birthday 2 years ago. That's because it's got damaged back, but I didn't mind it. I bought it for the shipping price. And now we move on to the first season's greetings. And I think I've actually got everything from the first season's greetings. I've got all the pops and all the units and basically anything you could get. So here we've got the merch card, Apple Music pop. Was it Apple Music? I don't know. I'm sure this one is K-Town. Maybe it is Apple Music, or maybe not. Like either this one or this one is Apple Music. I cannot tell. I'm just sure this one is a K-Town for hip hop and that it was the most difficult one to find. Now we move on to the Apocalypse Sailors era. So we've got the 5th anniversary card, the mini concert photo card, and the with fans pops, which are genuinely one of my favorites. These are genuinely some of my favorite Dreamcatcher dummy photo cards. This one is the 3rd pricey dummy card I have. I have no regrets. Now here we move on to the usual mixture of pops and album cards. This has been one of my biggest ISOs for a while, and I'm so happy to finally have it. Same goes for this card. It's also been one of my longest ISOs. And just to be clear, these pages are subject to change because I did claim some of the cards in some group orders, and I haven't included them on my templates. So I may want to switch up some things in the future, just to be sure. I may switch up some things in here, so don't be surprised. Here we've got some of the merchandise we used to have after the Sailors era. So we've got the Primavera merchandise, the t-shirt sort of merch, and Love Stealer and Love Catcher. I love this concept. I love this concept so much that I have actually decided to collect every single pop. That's why you will see fillers for the pops I haven't got. The other cat dummy, the Aladdin pop, is my major ISO at the moment. I remember hunting for this card as well for ages. Now we move on into Apocalypse Follow Us. And this is where I will most likely switch some stuff. This is the Berlin Fansign PC. And here we slowly move on to the Halloween concert stuff. These two are another Price Your cards, Price Your possessions I have. These are the Halloween concert trading cards. I think they are a bit cheaper now, but I remember they were very expensive by the time this concert happened. And now we move on into the second season's greetings, where I have some of the pops I really liked to make cohesive spreads. I've got the, I think it's Apple Music pop. Yeah, I think it's the Apple Music pop I've got on the way, the one with this outfit and red heart. And here I'm closing off the season's greetings page with the Ocean Love freebie I got during the last year's concert, and the Reason Makes VIP or VVIP photo card. So that would be it for the first binder. I think I'm talking for over an hour now, or for almost an hour now. But don't worry, there's just one binder left. So this is the last binder I have for dummy. It's a bit narrower. It's a bit more narrow than the previous ones. This is the one I got from Vinted. I thought it's going to be a bit wider, but I actually don't mind, although it does have a smaller capacity. So that's why it has less pages in it. So we start with the second fan kit and Reason Bouquet fan meet, which was held for the Dreamcatcher's 6th anniversary, I believe. Like, I don't remember. I think the reason was their 6th anniversary. I mean, the fan meet happened later, but it was for the, I don't know, I don't remember. And now we move on to the Follow Us era. Not Follow Us, but From Us. So we start with the Itabook PCs, the Itabook magazine PCs. This one has been one of my ISOs as well. And here I've got the Makestar POB, the one with sort of like very specific back, like the flower back, the member back. I don't know how to name it. Like, I am brain rotted for today. As you could see, I will have to edit it out. I hope I didn't damage anything. I'll have to check. Did I damage something? Oh no, I actually did. No. Oh no. I did damage this PC. No. Like, this is my personal tragedy right now. Did I damage this one too? Oh, this one is fine. But oh my god, I'm so sad now. Like, this is, I've just said this is one of my ISOs and I've damaged it. At least you cannot see it. Like I said, I don't really want to sell these cards, but oh my god, I'm just devastated now. Oh dear. It's okay, in the end it's a piece of paper or something like that. I'll check just in case if the other one is broken too. Well, looks like I think I'm just going to pause the video. Okay, so good news is only these 2 PCs got damaged. Now I have to upload this video because otherwise I would have never forgiven myself for this to happen, but this is just devastating. This just devastates me. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm sad. I'm genuinely sad. Moving on. Here I'm back to like making my usual spreads. And here I've actually got replicas. Like these 2 are replicas of the From Friends event. Like if I remember correctly, it was something along the lines of the first anniversary of Dreamcatcher having From accounts. But as far as I know, these cards are pretty much expensive and I didn't really like their backs, so I decided to get replicas instead. I've got the replica of the Teddy Bear Hat PC and the Octopus PC. And here I've got place for the Apocalypse from a Store PC. The other one is on the way. Here we've got Dreamlantis and Dreamquest PCs. These 2 are from the photo books and these 2 are pops I got for a matching spread. Moving into the Villains era. Looking for this PC was a nightmare, just to be sure. I love it. It's one of my favorite dummy PCs ever. Villains is also this one cool era where you've got all PCs making cohesive for 4-cut page, let's say. And starting from this, I've got some selected pops I have either claimed during the era. My tripod is shaking again. Don't do this now. Not with this PC here. This is the 4th pricey PC I've got. Don't do this here. So these are the pops I've claimed either during the Villains era or a few months or even years after. Like at this point, we can say it's been years. We love Poca Market and $12 broadcasts. Here we've got the 3rd season greetings. Here I no longer have as many pops as before. I've got only 1 pop, I think it's from K-Town, if I remember correctly. And it's here just to make a cohesive 4-pocket page. Now we move on into the Luck Inside 7 Doors concert, the one in Europe, which I participated in. So I've got the Lucky card, the Hoodie PC, the Meet and Greet PC, and the freebie I got with the bracelet I got for one of the fans. And here I've got the original pack of trading PCs. I think I pulled this one among my friends. Like the sorting was just terrible during these concerts. So we've got like 3 or 5 of those, 3 or 4 of those. And then I managed to trade for this one. And this was the last PC I managed to trade for. So this was my biggest ISO anyway. And I've also got the little sticker from the OT7 set. The last era we've got is, well, technically not the last era, but I don't really count my Christmas with Love as an actual comeback. So the last Dreamcatcher comeback I have in here, the actual comeback is Virtus. Where again I've got some pops. And in case of this era, I'm actually mixing it with the Trading Packs version 2. I kept version 1 separately because I have many warm feelings with it due to the fact that this was the concert I've actually attended to. With version 2, I haven't got as many personal feelings. So that's why I'm fine dividing these trading cards among the pages. So here we've got the first trading card and the other 2. And this is the pop which got me a phone call. I have to admit, I'm rather awkward. I'm very awkward even when I talk to my family. I tend to forget what I wanted to say when I talk to someone on camera, and I was happy to talk with Dreamcatcher, but I was also incredibly stressed, and sometimes I still wonder how silly I must have been during this phone call. I remember making a drawing for them, and most of the time I was showing them the drawing, but I was really confused, and I feel like I could have said some things much better, but still I'm very grateful I had the opportunity. Here we move on from the Virtuous era stuff to some other stuff. So here we've got the Angels photo book, Mini Lightstick PC, KCON 2024 PC, and the last Season's Greetings. Here I haven't got a page specifically for Season's Greetings because I'm fine with having this kind of blonde dummy page. And here I've got the page with the funky stuff. I need to organize it better, and I will organize it better. The last era I have is my Christmas Sweet Love. So here we've got album PCs, songs to escape room PC, and both of the Mixer Pops plus the Christmas Binder PC, online concert PC, the last pack of trading cards, and I think one of the last events we had for this era. And at the back I also have the gingerbread sticker. So that would be it for this binder. I won't cry. Queen never cry. So that would be it for this binder. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video despite the little accidents. And I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with a better tripod. Bye bye.